And that's the most incredible thing I could ever do with my life, is to share my sister's story, to share a story of courage and hope and empowerment, and use my life and my voice for something that's really positive in this world, and leverage my influence to help impact people's lives. My name is Jill Loyden. I am a former U.S. Women's National Team goalkeeper, and this is my story. I grew up in a small town of Vineland, New Jersey, and I had so much energy as a kid. I loved playing soccer. I would practice with my stepdad in my backyard every single night, and I just could not play enough soccer. I loved it so much. So I graduated from Villanova in December of 2007. I was lucky enough that I was going to be a national team camp, so after only being in Denmark for a few weeks, I flew back to the US, and as soon as I got back to the US, I turned on my phone and I had all these messages from my sister. And so I called her right away, and my sister didn't answer. And that night I never got a phone call back. And the next day I got a phone call from my mom. It took a few moments to hear what she had said, but I finally made out. She said, he killed her. At that moment, I remember being shuffled into a car and being taken to the airport. And I had locked myself in a handicapped bathroom. And I was in one stall, and I remember waking up with my face flat on the tile in a puddle of my own tears, realizing that my sister had just passed away and that she had been murdered. I got home, and to be honest with you, for the first few weeks, I was numb. I was having to do things I never thought I would have to do. I never thought I would have to give my sister's eulogy. I always thought, I was going to be her maid of honor at her wedding and tell people how incredible she is. And now I'm telling people how incredible she was. And the only thing that got me out of bed, to be really honest with you, was the thought of going to the London Olympics in 2012. So I got up every day, and that was the only thing that got me out of bed, was training. And I would go and I would train, and I would think about her, and then I would go to Starbucks and sit there all day, because I thought to myself, if I'm in public, then I can't feel bad for myself all day and cry in bed all day. It was one of the hardest days of my life. One of the hardest days. Winning a London Olympics, winning a gold medal, was one of the hardest days of my life. Because I realized that no matter what I did on the sports field or what my team accomplished, that it would never bring back my sister. That day, I think I decided that I didn't want to do that anymore, and that no matter if I continued to play soccer or not, I was going to use my voice for something that was really positive in this world. But that scared the life out of me. And there was a goalkeeper named Hope Solo on the team who at the time was in a little bit of hot water, a little bit of controversy.
Loyden, who also retired from the national team on Monday, is the first U.S. teammate to say publicly that Solo should not be playing right now. Taking such a stand against Solo is no small thing.
I realized that I wanted to do something even more incredible than I had initially thought.
So the Jillian Loyden Foundation every year raises money for our 2 scholarships that we offer. So Jill goes around and we tell her story, and we tell her sister's story, and she gives her speech. And so we raise money towards these scholarships so that we can help people who are either victims of domestic violence or have been affected by domestic violence in some way, or have been affected by some form of unfavorable circumstance.
You can use the good things that happen in your life, and you can use the bad things that happen to your life. So whether you're on the podium of an Olympics, or you're on an airport bathroom floor, where I found myself, that something good can come of this. I knew that my voice was way more important than anything I could do with a soccer ball.